Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about products that I believe that I think should go viral because they are that good. As you're watching the video, let me know in the comments down below products that you've tried that you haven't really heard other people talk about that you think should go viral. Okay, let's get into it. Thanks so much for clicking on my video. So like I said in the intro, we're going to be talking about products that I tried recently or that I've re-fallen in love with that I feel need to go viral. Like people need to know. And in general, I'm like a walking billboard. When I find something that's good, I want to tell everybody about it. But today, I just want to share. If you're looking for a product like this, you might want to try the recommendations that I'm going to give you today. If you're new here, we like to talk about makeup, all makeup, luxury makeup, indie makeup, drugstore makeup sometimes. And if it's good, I want to talk about it. I like to do get readies with me. I like to talk about new makeup releases. So if that's your thing, during the video, if you like what you see, give me a like and consider subscribing. We have a lot of fun here. Okay, this is also a very fun video because I am collabing with my friend here on YouTube, Jamie. Her channel is I Am Jamila, and I actually found her, or she found me, I guess, a couple years ago when I started my Makeup and Chill series, the live streams that were restarting. And, you know, she just kind of started coming around, talking to everybody in the chat, and just a sweetheart. Well, a few months later, she started her channel, and I could not believe, first of all, how adorable she was. She loves eyeshadow, colorful eyeshadow mostly, but she's just like one of those, like, keeping it real, 100 every single time. And I really appreciate that about her. Also, she's the one that loves luxury beauty, but likes to find a good deal. So she talks a lot about finding good deals at like the cosmetics company store, or when the brands are having these amazing sales. She talks about that as well. So I think that you would really, really love her channel. I think that she's fun, she's funny, she's cute, she's nice, and she's very real. So definitely go check her out. Jamie, thank you so much for working with me. I love, love, love that we're doing this together. And I can't wait to see what products you think need to go viral. If you're wondering about this look, the video should be up. So I will link it up here and down below. This is the full face of Gucci. So you can go check that out if you're interested. Also, the last thing I want to say is the products that I'm talking about today will be listed down below. Some of them are affiliate links. That means that I make a small commission if you use that link. Safe to use, free to use. It supports my channel, but don't feel pressure to do so. I just have to disclose that. Okay, so I got a good spread of products here. I'll go as quickly as I can, but I just want to share what I like about each product. I have some hair care. I have a little bit of skincare, fragrance, makeup, of course. So makeup I have the most of, so I'll start with the other products. I will link timestamps down below so that if you only care about the makeup, only care about the skincare, you can skip around. All right, let's start with hair care. So I have thin hair. It gets oily, but a couple years ago, I discovered, just through advice from hairstylists, things like that, that the less that I washed it, the less oil production would happen in my scalp. And in addition to that, I wouldn't damage my hair as much because I wouldn't be putting it through all that heat that I was doing before. So then I started on a hunt for the best dry shampoo. And, you know, I'm the type that, like, my scalp gets oily, but it's also kind of sensitive. So if it gets too dry, like some dry shampoos can be too harsh, I'm going to get a little itchy and it's going to feel uncomfortable and I'll start to get like eczema, whatever. So it has to be a perfect balance when it comes to my dry shampoo. I had shared with you guys before that one of my favorite dry shampoos was the Kerastase from Sephora. It's a very beautiful, light formula, but it's $36 a pop, I think, you guys, or around the $30 price range. And the bottle's not that big and it runs out pretty quickly. And so during the year, I just happened to be strolling through TJ Maxx and I saw a bottle of this Chi Rosehip Oil Dry Shampoo. Now it was there and I think it was like, you know, $14.99. So it wasn't like the cheapest thing that you could buy there. But I saw it and I was like, rosehip oil is really healing. Rosehip oil may not give me that dry, itchy scalp from the dry shampoo. So I'm going to try it. I was also in a pinch, not near Sephora, so I grabbed it. You guys, this is my favorite dry shampoo formula ever. And I have tried more than 10, more than 20 maybe. Like I have tried everything on the market and it's so, so good. And it's also coming in at half the price of the Kerastase dry shampoo. That one's really beautiful. This one is even better than that, you guys. I can't even explain it because it is a dry shampoo. It does get rid of the oil in my hair, but it's such a silky feel that it leaves behind. Like even with the Kerastase, even though it was very nice, if I sprayed my hair and then I tried to like heat style it again by curling it, whatever, it started to feel a little stiff, a little dry even. So I had to be careful where I sprayed it. This, I can spray anywhere and it just leaves my hair feeling so silky. I feel like it has to do with the rosehip oil. I couldn't find it again because again, it was at TJ Maxx. You know how they just have random products there? So I actually just started a subscription with Amazon where they ship me a bottle every 3 weeks. And that seems to be about, the time that is perfect for me because I use it so much. But I think it retails for like 16 or 17 bucks. Like it's not like the least expensive, but I think this brand's pretty good. And the only place that I could find it was Amazon. So I just have it on auto ship. And I honestly feel if you struggle with oily scalp, but you don't want to wash your hair every day, this is a product that needs to go viral. Like people need to know about this product. The next product that I think needs to go viral because of another one that went viral and is literally the same exact thing as this one is the Living Proof Triple Bond Complex Hair Strengthener. Okay, that's what it is. This is what the bottle looks like. I did receive this through Octoly. They sent it to me free for testing. And when I started using it, I was like, this is literally the exact same thing as the K18. Now, the K18 hair complex hair serum went viral. It's found at Sephora. A tiny little bottle like this will cost you about 75 bucks. And a friend here that I made on YouTube, she told me about the K18 and she's like, Yadira, your life will literally change. Your hair will be so much better. And she was right with the K18. That thing is so, so good. But when they sent me this, I can't talk about other brands in my reviews when I review Octoly products. So I couldn't tell you that this was the exact dupe, but this is the exact dupe. This bottle is 45 ml and it retails for 38 bucks, I think. So half the price of the smaller K18 serum. It's a bond complex. So you put it in your hair, you're going to leave it in for 10 minutes and then you're going to go and style your hair as you normally would. But it's like instantly you go from damaged hair to repaired hair. I don't know how they do it. The K18 does it the same way. It's a really good product. The only difference is the K18, you leave it on your hair for 4 minutes. This one, you have to leave it on for 10 minutes, but it does exactly the same thing, you guys. And nobody talks about this. I don't know if it's because it's a new product and it's still catching on, but if you struggle with damaged hair, with split ends, dryness, if it breaks off, you want to use this. You're going to wash your hair like you normally would, come out of the shower, let it air dry a little bit if you want to, but put this in your hair, leave it in for 10 minutes and then style, and it looks beautiful. It is done miracles for my hair, and I didn't buy the K18 again. This needs to go viral. Okay, now I'm going to go into fragrance. I talked about this recently in another video, but I don't talk about this enough, okay, you guys? And nobody's asking me to talk about this today. Nobody's paying me. I don't even have a code right now. It is Dossier. You guys, a Dossier, if you haven't heard, is a clean brand. It's vegan and cruelty free, and it's a fragrance brand. Like what they do is they dupe high-end alternatives. And the way that they got me a couple years ago was they said, what's your favorite fragrance? And so at the time I was going through this big phase with Baccarat Rouge, like I could not get enough. I wanted that to be my signature scent, but it's so expensive, you guys. It's very, very pricey. And when they said, hey, we have an alternative to that, it's the Ambery Saffron, I was like, you do? There's no way. There's no way it's that good. So they sent me that along with other fragrances. And yes, it's that good. I've been through an entire bottle. I have started on another Ambery Saffron, but there's so many different ones. Like right now, another favorite is the Ambery Vanilla, which is the dupe for YSL Black Opium. I have this one here because when I forget to put it on, I like to spray it while I'm doing my makeup. It's the Woody Sage, which is the Wood Sage and Sea Salt Cologne from Jo Malone. They have others. They have Gardenia, scents. They have floral scents that you can layer. It's just so good. It comes in a glass bottle and it's luxe packaging. Like, this is a magnetic closure. It's really, really nice. These normally, what do they retail for? Usually like $39 to $59, $69. So when you compare to the price of the luxury fragrance that they're trying to dupe, like, it is just a really nice alternative because it smells just like it. The only one that I feel has been a little different is this one, the Woody Sage. It's the Wood Sage and Sea Salt Cologne from Jo Malone. This one is a little bit more, like, it has more of a grapefruit scent than the Jo Malone, but it's very, very close. Like, if you smell it, you would think I'm wearing Jo Malone. So it's just slightly different. But every other one that I've tried is like a spot on dupe. So these need to go viral. I know that they work with creators a lot, but I still don't feel like people talk about Dossier that much. I feel like they should go viral. Okay, the next item is a skincare item. And this is the Ordinary Caffeine Solution 5% EGCG. And what it does, it reduces the appearance of eye contour pigmentation and of puffiness. So, you know, the dark circles around here and the puffiness. So, you know, the Ordinaries at Sephora, I think they're at Ulta as well. And they're very, very inexpensive, very straightforward, and very clean, basic skincare line. But everybody knows their quality is just so, so good. Well, I bought a bottle of this when my husband was in the hospital because he would get really puffy from all the medication that he was on when he was in the ICU, like in a medically induced coma. And I just bought this and I said, I used to do his skincare every single day. So I said, what if I just kind of start to dab it around the eyes just to help with that? They would just looked so scary and uncomfortably puffy, even though he was asleep in a coma. I would do his skincare. So I bought this and oh my God, you guys, I was so impressed by how it would depuff his under eye. So much so that I actually went to go get another bottle and I've been using it for almost a year. I think I got it in January this year. And what I do is just when I'm washing my face, right after I do my essence, I'll just do a tiny little dot and then I'll just start to dab around. In the morning, it's key because I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, 4:45, 5 a.m. My eyes I don't get like the big circles, but they do get a little puffy in the morning. And so this has been a lifesaver. I mean, I think I'm like down to here. I don't know if you can see that, but we ended up finishing the bottle that I bought for my husband the first time, and this one's almost out, so I'm gonna buy this. And I like it because before that, what I was using was the Chantecaille Nano Gold Energizing Eye Serum. This one is beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. This is gorgeous, a gorgeous, gorgeous serum. This thing is like over $200, okay? And there was one time that I dropped it because this thing is glass. It's glass, and I dropped it and I smashed it and I spent over $200 because it was on the floor into a million different pieces. So anyway, I would say that this is a really great alternative for this, but this is so good that I'm not going to go back to this energizing serum at over $200. This does the trick. It depuffs. I did have like some darkening. I don't deal with dark circles, but I had a little bit of darkening when I was getting very, very little sleep when my husband was in the hospital, and this helped with that also. So this needs to go viral. All right, the last skincare item, and one that I've only used for a couple, maybe 3 weeks now, but you guys, I'm dying. I cannot believe how beautiful this is. And another thing that I try and test quite a bit is sunscreen, okay? Sunscreen is my jam. When I discovered a few years ago that sunscreen was one of the best things that you could do for anti-aging, I went down the rabbit hole. I didn't care what it cost, how I could get it, whatever the case. I wanted to try it. I wanted to know what the best sunscreen out there was. Well, when I moved to Dallas, my skin changed quite a bit. I went from a normal skin type to a very oily skin type. I came from California where it's very dry. Here in Dallas, it's humid, it's hot during the summer, and my skin produces so much oil. There's a few sunscreens that I absolutely love, but you guys, when I tell you, I don't think I'll ever stop using this sunscreen, and it needs to go viral because I need people to try it. I am going to tell you it's the St. Jane, the Luxury Skin Ritual Broad Spectrum SPF Sunscreen. They don't even, do they? Let me tell you about it. Okay, so it's desert rose, jasmine, and hibiscus. Our sheer invisible texture melts into the skin beautifully, blurring the look of pores. Desert rose, jasmine, and hibiscus visibly smooth and calm sensitive and breakout prone complexions. Mineral based and ultra clean, it's your daily elixir for pore perfecting sun protection. So I have never tried a more beautiful sunscreen. I can tell you that definitively because, again, I try so many FPFs. It is so beautiful under makeup. There's a few that are. None are as beautiful as this one. And the reason why I feel this needs to go viral is because I am constantly on the Sephora app. Constantly. I had never heard of St. Jane Beauty. I heard it from another creator and I bought it because we have very similar skin type. And then when I started looking on the Sephora app, I'm like, wait, they have a full line of skincare. And this product has like 4.7, 4.8 stars, like almost 5 stars. And so I know people have tried it, but like, why isn't anybody talking about it? So this needs to go viral. Now, I reached out to the brand because I don't know, I was just wondering if they'd respond. And they watched my haul video and they said, hey, if you'd like to share this with your viewers, we'll give you a code. So I have a code with a link for 15% off any of their products. I'll leave that in the description box below. That is a link that has to be followed. Like if you buy it on Sephora, you won't get the 15% off. But if you follow that link with my code yadibeauty, you will get 15% off this. You guys, if you deal with large pores, if you deal with like fine lines or areas of your skin that you want blurred, this is it. You can come back here. You can thank me later. You can tell me how right I was. This is so beautiful. So again, the link will be in the description box below. You get 15% off with that link and with my code yadibeauty. And I think they might be sending me some more products. So I'll test those before I talk about them. But I had to put this in there because I've heard literally nobody, you guys, that one creator, and that's it. I've never heard anybody talk about this brand. There at Sephora, there's a full line. So anyway, needs to go viral. All right, for all my makeup lovers, let's get into the makeup. First thing that needs to go viral, and I have heard some people talk about it, but I don't believe it's received the hype that I think it needs, and it's the Hourglass Vanish Primer. I keep showing this empty bottle because I'm still scraping little bits out of it, but it's the Vanish Airbrush Primer. You guys, favorite primer of the year. Honestly, it has been so beautiful. It is just perfection for, I'm 40 plus. I have oily skin. It does not say it will mattify the skin, but what I can tell you is it's so airbrushed. It keeps the makeup intact. It doesn't allow for the makeup to just slide off. And you just look so refined. Like you look like you just had a facial. Honestly, literally, that's what it looks like. It's so pretty. It feels like a gel. It's cooling. It's I wouldn't say hydrating, but like I don't have an issue with that, so I don't know. But this is a beautiful alternative if you don't have oily skin, because I think they have another one, the Hourglass Airbrush. I can't, no, it's not Airbrush because this is Airbrush. It's the other primer. It was so drying on my skin. It made me look like I was 60 years old. I hated it. This is so beautiful. And although I've heard some people talk about it, not enough. This needs to go viral. It's so good. The next product that needs to go viral, and again, another thing that I really love and test a lot aside from complexion products, is going to be eyeshadows. I try eyeshadows from everywhere. Luxury, indie, drugstore. This little compact I heard about through Risa Does Makeup. She's also 40 plus, has oily skin like I do, and she does all kinds of makeup, but this time she shared this palette from LA Girl. And you guys, this is the LA Girl Keep It Playful. This is in the Color Story Downplay. I talked about this before, but like this is such a beautiful, look at how beaten up I use it so much, you guys. I can't get enough. You know, like I said, I test a lot of like the indie shimmers, which are some of the best shimmers in the market. And then I test a lot of luxury makeup and stuff like that. And when I tell you, like, these shimmers rival high end, it is such a beautiful palette, and the mattes are perfection. Like, I've never had any issue. Look at that. I've never had any issues with the mattes, the shimmers, none of it. All of it is so chocolatey, so good. It's just honestly one of those palettes. It's like, what? You're at the drugstore for like $8.99? Why? It's so pretty. The mattes melt like butter. The shimmers don't have fallout everywhere. They don't crease. I have really long days. And I just, as much as I love luxury beauty, you have to give it up to this one because it's so good, you guys. And honestly, I don't hear a lot of people talking about it at all. And although I don't focus on drugstore as much, I just felt like I needed to share with you guys because if you're one of those that likes like an everyday neutral palette to just throw on the lids that you know is going to look good, even if you have hard days in retail or if you have long days like I do, 15, 16-hour days, and you want something that's going to stay put, that's a little palette that is mighty. The next product that I think needs to go viral, and I haven't really talked about it, but I use it almost every day as I'm doing my makeup, is the Nabla Viper Lip Plumper. So that's what it looks like. I got a box from Nabla from Trend Mood one time, and this was in there. And so this is my second one. Actually, I went through it all, but this is what it looks like there. That's the component at the top. And then the gel just kind of, you know, you just click it up. I put this on when I'm doing my makeup so that it starts to plump my lips as I'm getting ready. And it does sting. I'm not going to lie. It stings, but I've never used another lip plumper that was as good as this one. And I mean, I think I said in another video, like I put it on and then after a while you can kind of start to see like my lips get fiery red because it's plumping. But also what I think is so impressive about this plumper is that it, like the plumpiness of that initial application will last like at least 3 to 4 hours, which others I've used and it looks good for like 30 minutes, an hour, and then it just goes away. This doesn't. And so I would encourage you, if you like lip plumpers and instead of, you know, getting the filler, you want to try something like this. This one's really good. Nabla in general just really surprises me with their products. They're so good. And I feel like people know that they're good, but they don't talk about it as much. So this lip plumper, like forget about the Too Faced lip injection. It's this one that needs to go viral. The next one, I'm not going to stop talking about it because I love it, because it's so freaking good. And coming from somebody with oily skin, why I was so impressed is because of its staying power and just how beautiful it looks on the skin. And I'm talking about the LYS bronzing stick. This is in the No Limits Harmony shade, so the second to the lightest, and it is just gorgeous. The reason why I feel the need to talk about it, that's what it looks like there. It's got like very similar component to the Hourglass foundation stick. But the reason why I thought, you know, I need to keep talking about this is because cream products are not usually something that people with oily skin will try or even go for. We love the way that it looks, but we also know that with our oily skin, things will just slip off and slide and look gross and whatever. This is so emollient. It's so creamy. Look at how perfect that shade is too. And when you start blending it, it's so blendable. But once you go there, like once you blend it and you leave it, it is not going anywhere, you guys. It's going to stay put. It's not going to fade throughout the day. The blushes as well, but there's another formula that I like better, but it is just so good, you guys. I'm so happy because now if I want to set it with a bronzer, with a powder bronzer, I can, but I don't need to if I don't want to. Like if I'm really looking for that glowy, dewy look for the day, this is the one that I will use, and I leave it there and it stays put, doesn't require you to set it, and it's not going to go anywhere. It's such a beautiful formula. I'm really sad that I waited so long to try it, but I hear people talk about it. It's just, it needs to go viral. Okay. It needs to go viral. The next product is the blush formula. And I just feel like I was all about it. My friend was too. We kind of found it during one of the Sephora VIB sales, and then nobody has ever talked about it. And it's these from Laura Mercier. It's the Tinted Moisturizer Blush. It's a tinted moisturizer blush. And they're so pretty, you guys. Tinted moisturizers are, you know, an alternative to foundation that you can just kind of put on. It usually has SPF, and it's going to give you that no makeup look while also, you know, getting a little bit of SPF. No. This is the same formula but in blush. And so I've shown people when I applied this before or on video, but you put on your foundation, whatever you're going to do, and then you apply this blush and it's foolproof. You can just take it with your finger and just kind of go like that and dab. Perfect. You can put it on a brush like I do. You can put it with a sponge. Whatever you want to do, it's going to leave the perfect blush for you. And it's one of those, like, you can set it with a powder blush. But even if you just want it like that little pinched cheek look and you don't want a full blush look like I have right now, these are going to be what you love. And I just haven't heard anybody talk about it. And I don't know why, because they're so good. Have you guys heard of these? Have you tried them? Let me know. The next product that I think needs to go viral, and I don't know why it hasn't. I don't know, but it's the Beauty Blender Power Pocket Powder Puff. It's a little puff. It feels like it has like a little gel insert in here. You can stick your fingers in here. You can stick your fingers here, or you can switch it, whatever you want to do, but it's a velour puff, and it's got, this is velour. This is just like a spongy material. I can't even really explain it, but I only use the velour side. This is what I use to like set my under eye and set my entire face if I have loose powder. I can also clean up this area with the blush and bronzer. It's so good. I have just ordered some velour puffs from Amazon because a lot of people say that it's the same thing as setting your face with one of those, but I'm going to test it because I found this and I think I have 3 or 4 just like all laying around. Like, they're everywhere because I love them so much, and it just leaves like my face airbrushed. Like, I feel like it just presses the powder in. It doesn't leave it powdery. It still leaves it skin-like, but it's so convenient. Now, the reason that I fell in love with this, and I sound like a broken record at this point, but it was like the Dior powder, the velour puff. You go in and you just set, and it's perfection. So I really feel like these need to go viral because I haven't heard a lot of people talk about them, but go get one. They used to be really hard to find, but now, or they were always out of stock, but now I can always find them at Ulta or Sephora online. So I really feel like you should pick up one of these. Best velour puff ever. The next one that needs to go viral, I've been talking about it for a year at least. I don't care. I'm going to say it again because it's so good. And that's the Volume Booster Lash Primer from Essence. I used to use the Lancome Lash Primer. There was, which other one did I use? Lancome. I used the Chanel for a while. No. $4.99. This one is at Ulta. I tell everybody about it. It says that it has super volume with super fruits. You guys, it's so good. It's so good. It makes my lashes really fanned out. I didn't have the longest lashes, but I've been working on doing my lash primer every day. But this, what it does is it kind of makes them voluminous. It almost even helps the curls stay. They look really long and like, I don't know if you can tell. I've shown like my little lash routine on Instagram, so you can go check it out. I have it in my saved reels, but it is the best thing ever. And I did notice the difference when I switched from, I think I was using the Lancome at the time. Yeah, I think I was using the Lancome, and I switched to this, and I could see the difference on how much stronger my lashes looked. They almost looked thicker, and that was a year ago. So you know how sometimes after a while the products stop working as well? That hasn't happened with this one, you guys, and I love it. I think I'm on like my 4th one now, and I have a backup because I can't do my lashes without it. I've tried. Doesn't work. Love it. The last one that I think needs to go viral, maybe it has, but I don't think so because I've never heard anything, is the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pin. The reason why I think this needs to go viral is because it is the exact dupe alternative to the Urban Decay Brow Blade. I have a new one here. I haven't even touched it. It's been sitting there for 6 months. And the reason why I like it is with this one, I used to go through these so fast, you guys. Like, it would last me like maybe 4 to 6 weeks. Whereas with this one, I had one for like 6 months and I was like, what the heck? Like, it doesn't dry out. It still looks dark and beautiful. It creates the perfect little flecks of brow hairs because I have very sparse brows. And so I don't hear a lot of people talk about it. I'm in the shade Espresso, I believe. Yes. If you need to draw little brow hairs, this is the one that you need to have. NYX, I guess, is well known for their brow products. I thought it was Benefit, but NYX is also very well known for their brow products. I don't hear anybody talk about this. It is the best brow pen I've ever tried, and I highly, highly recommend it. So what do you think about the products that need to go viral? Have you tried any of them? Do you agree? Do you disagree? What are some products that you use every day or that you know, like, these are so good, why is nobody talking about them? Leave those down below because I would love to try those. I think that it'll be fun. I would love to see what my girl Jamie has picked. So definitely don't forget to go check her out. All of her information and the link to the video will be listed down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a great day and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!